They know that I'm on a magic mountain. So many calls, man, I stopped counting.
All right. Your season is over. I just want to shout out Uncle Lou for the idea. This is his idea, his videos. Got to give credit where it's due to Uncle Lou. I just wanted to take the Your Season Is Over and make one of my own. And so yeah, I don't want to say I'm stealing his idea. I'm not doing that. I just, like I said, I wanted to make my own, and I give credit to Uncle Lou for the idea. So yeah, with that being said, we can go ahead and start. Look, traffic. Oh. Number 1, Georgia. My gosh, son, you go to Ole Miss and lose, bro? What are you doing, man? 28-10. This was bad. That's 18 points. Woo! Woo! And I heard the score wasn't even, the score closer than the game actually should have been. Like, the score doesn't really show how bad the game was. That's crazy. Georgia got dominated. Carson Beck's just not that good. I mean, he's not. Carson Beck's not that good. Guess what, Georgia? That's a conference loss. That's 2 conference losses, ain't it? Bama, yeah, and Ole Miss. Damn. Georgia could still maybe make the playoffs. They may be out of the SEC championship, though. We'll see. Georgia, your season's over, pimp. Miami. 23-28. Lost to Georgia Tech. You lost to Georgia Tech, man. That's sad. That's sad. Georgia Tech was unranked, and you went to Georgia Tech and you lost. And I saw this coming. Not necessarily losing to Georgia Tech, but I saw Miami losing a game because they like to play with their food. And it happens every single game. Virginia Tech, California, whoever was after that. Duke. Miami likes to play with their food until about the end of the third quarter, midway through the third quarter, and in the fourth quarter, they like to just score a bunch of points and win by 20 or 30, as if the game wasn't close the entire time. And I was like, that's going to catch up to Miami. That's going to catch up to them. And it did this time. Didn't it, Miami? It sure did. Georgia Tech whooped that arse. 23-28. Don't feel good, does it? And that's a conference loss, too. You'll probably still make the SEC championship, maybe. ACC championship. We'll see. But, yeah, that's a bad loss. That's a terrible loss. Daggum. Got embarrassed yesterday. LSU. I already made an LSU video. Probably came out before this one. We lost to Alabama 42-13. We got blown out, dude. Straight blown out. 2 interceptions and a fumble from Nussmeier. Turnover machine. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Allowed 4 rushing touchdowns from Jalen Milroe, too, by the way. We did the same thing last year. And it makes Jalen Milroe look good. My God, he's not good, dude. Caden Durham didn't run enough. It was bad play calling all around from the offense. LSU doesn't know what they're doing offensively, and I don't get that, because that wasn't us last year. That's ridiculous. Miami, your season is over. LSU, your season's over, pimp. You actually might be done. You might not make the playoffs at all. Iowa State, 45-36 to Kansas. You lost to Kansas, big dog. Oh, my gosh. What are you doing? How you lose to Kansas, bro? Kansas is not... This isn't 2022 Kansas. This isn't 2023 Kansas. It's 2024 Kansas, and they're not that good. And that's a conference loss. Yeah, LSU, that was a conference loss to you, too. But Iowa State, that was a conference loss. And, you were 7-0, 8-0. Now you got 2 losses in a row, bro. Damn, I just rhymed so hard. Iowa State is trash, man. They're not that good. And their season is over, for real. It's for real. It's going to be BYU and Colorado is what it's looking like. We'll see, man. Your season's over, Iowa State. And then last on this list, I got Pitt. 24-19 to Virginia. Yeah, that's a bad loss. It is. And it's a conference loss. Pitt was undefeated, too, at one point. I think they've lost 2 in a row. That's bad, man. Them and Iowa State. I mean, they was doing so good, and they lose 2 in a row. I don't understand what's going on, bro. This is a weird year. Georgia has 2 losses. That's crazy. In the regular season, I didn't think we'd see that in a minute. We haven't seen it in a minute. Miami lost to a bad team. I mean, really, does that surprise anybody? Miami making Miami mistakes, bro. LSU with 3 losses, that doesn't surprise anyone. It shouldn't. I did predict us with 3 losses at the beginning of the season. I said we lose to Alabama, Ole Miss, and Southern California. We lost to Southern California and Alabama, but we beat Ole Miss and lost to Texas A&M. So I did predict us with 3 losses. Now we got to win out. Got to beat Florida, got to beat Vandy, and got to beat Oklahoma. And I think we can and will beat all 3 of those teams. Yeah, man. Iowa State, they were undefeated at one point, surprising everyone, and then lost 2 in a row. And you're sitting there like, what are y'all doing? You're like, yo, Iowa State might be good again, man. It's about time. Nope. No, they not. they was tricking everybody, boy. They trash. And then same with Pitt. You're like, oh, Pitt. Actually, low-key, everyone knew Pitt was kind of bad. We was just waiting on them to slip up. And they do against SMU, but you're like, well, SMU's a really good team. And then they come out and lose to Virginia the next week. Why? How you lose to Virginia? So, Pitt, your season is over. Iowa State, your season is over. LSU, your season is over, unfortunately. Miami, your season is over. And Georgia, your season is over. The funniest one on here, honestly, is probably Miami, because they deserved it. Or Georgia. They needed to be humbled, too, and they got humbled yesterday. But Miami, they deserved it the most. And you could say LSU, too, but we already had 2 losses. We've already eaten our crow twice this year. Georgia and Miami, though, they both deserve these losses to be humbled, and they got what they deserve, pretty much. But yeah, I know this video and the last your season's over video from me has been really short. It's just I don't go through and do the X's and O's and then give you stats and stuff and sit here and go through 20 teams. I pick 5, 6, 7, 8 teams a week. The big games mostly. And the ranked teams pretty much. And that's pretty much, yeah, that's what I do. You know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not as good as Uncle Lou is at these. And I don't need to be, because he's the best at them. So, and I like it that way, because his are the best. Gives me something to watch. I don't watch my own videos, so. But I don't think I'm terrible. Y'all let me know if I'm terrible or not. But anyway, that's the Your Season Is Over list for me this week. Pretty short, but simple. Yeah, so let me know if I missed anything, man. LSU lost. Y'all can rub it in my face, I guess. Whatever. Alabama hate week 2 years in a row and we lost. God, I miss Jaden Daniels. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Jaden Daniels, one person can make a huge difference, bro. We would have won that game with Jaden Daniels, but it is what it is, man. All right, that's all I got. Y'all let me know, man.
Let's look at the stats. I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic. Don't be a whack. Dog, it's a yarmulke. Homie, no cap.